A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. Man, it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Yeah, I had to chase you down, man.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Bring pressure. You ain't got all day. 3rd and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans.
We'll get down.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Sticky now.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Where you going?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to take what you give me.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Watson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Impossible, huh?
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Get back there. Go ahead back where you were.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Watson with a give to Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run as these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I ain't trying to prove, man. I'm gonna take what you give me. I'm bringing them every time.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw is Prescott, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Carter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 84 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I get it in the middle.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardus McKinney coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Double team next time.
Check 31, check 31. Check 31. No.
I'm gonna double team that boy. We ain't worry about that.
Say. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 31.
It's my fault.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
All right. I ain't got the audible shit now. Send my boy out.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Uh-oh. Think you want to do that with D-Hop and them out there?
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end, this is Jordan Thomas. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Yeah.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Excuse me around. He could have just picked it up. It's all good. It's all good. There you go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Toss. Toss.
Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Gave you too much time.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Go, get out there. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Rip right. Check it out, Reed. Here we go, go to 54, 26.
Now Prescott. Got some real estate inside the 30. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
We're going to 54, right in. Rush in. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught, it's Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
Oh, man.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I already know what's going to happen here. RPO.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line
RPO
now.
to the outside. Yeah. You're going to RPO.
Prescott now. And he's going to go down again. Benardrick McKinney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Go there, bro. Let's see.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, man. He's playing back like that. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
See them boys doing that defense. Let's go.
Check 55, Mike. 54 down, he's coming.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell us running backs before games, make sure you're running jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Back.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That was 6. I promise you it was 6.
Watch the run.
6 for real.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Use shit, man.
Getting stills the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10.
I'm saying you would use it. If you had used it, don't say it was caught.
What's my motivation before a big scene?
You would have caught it.
Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
You got to be on it. You got to click on. Yeah.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
No, don't press triangle to catch it. Like a pretty fuck. Yeah.
To throw is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 47 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Benardrick McKinney make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Cooper was the target there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Motion, motion, motion.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 3rd down, Miller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Quit talking about it.
Again, it's Miller. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike 54.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
31. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Hey, 24. Way slow. Travel. Eyes up.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just
really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.